Joining me now is Dr. Hemant Sharma, an allergist from the Children's National Health System. Doctor, welcome to CT Style.
Thank you.
So first off, if you would explain anaphylaxis to us, what is it?
Sure. Anaphylaxis is a severe, potentially life-threatening allergic reaction. It can happen anytime, anywhere, and symptoms can be severe, as I mentioned.
Now, what are the most common allergic triggers, would you say?
So food allergies are the most common triggers of anaphylaxis, but other triggers can include insect stings, medications, and latex.
And typically, what should you do if someone is experiencing this anaphylaxis? I usually hear it going along with the word shock.
Right, so if someone is experiencing signs of anaphylaxis like difficulty breathing, hives, swelling, nausea, vomiting, it's critical that they receive an epinephrine auto-injector as quickly as possible and then seek immediate medical care afterwards.
So probably good advice for parents with children that are prone to this would be to have one of those handy?
Absolutely. It's important to always have access to 2 epinephrine auto-injectors at all times. What I do with my patients is I work through an anaphylaxis action plan that lists their triggers they need to avoid, the signs and the symptoms to look out for, always having access to the 2 epinephrine auto-injectors and knowing when to use them, and then seeking care afterward.
Okay, and doctor, what are some of the common misconceptions about potentially life-threatening allergies?
I think the largest misconception is that they're not serious, but in fact these are potentially life-threatening, severe symptoms that can occur. And so that misconception we're hoping to dispel with this initiative.
Now doctor, I want to ask you, I have a 10-month-old at home and they say there are certain foods that you really shouldn't introduce, like peanuts, until their first birthday. Is that something that you go by as well?
So it actually turns out that there's a lot of research suggesting that early introduction of foods might actually protect against allergies. Peanuts, as you mentioned, are one of the most common foods that can cause this, but others include milk, eggs, soy, wheat, seafood. So if you think your child has had an allergic reaction, it's important to speak to his or her physician and work through that diagnosis.
Sure. Now, we should mention that May is Food Allergy Action Month, and there's a campaign that goes along with this. Tell us the details.
Yes, I'm thrilled to be partnering with Mylan, and Sarah Jessica Parker actually has a son with peanut and hazelnut allergy, and so she and I are encouraging folks all across the country to submit short educational films about their own experience living with potentially life-threatening allergies. And then up to 5 films will be selected to premiere in New York City with Sarah Jessica in the fall.
A little bit of a competition. I like that, doctor. Where can we find some more information?
So viewers can go to anaphylaxis101.com to read Sarah Jessica's story and to submit their film.
Sounds great, doctor. Thank you for all of the information today and for being here on CT Style.
Thank you.
All right, we're spicing things up here today.